VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello, Melinda's! Hi, Melinda's! How's it going? Welcome to VCR Party, the show where we watch VHS tapes. And my name's Joe, and this is Nick. And then we watch VHS tapes, and then we enjoy them, and we clap along with them.
We've got an all-musical episode, or a mostly musical episode for you tonight. I'm excited. There's some songs that'll be stuck in your head for a long time.
So many tunes, and dances, and everything. Yeah.
I think, like, there's some songs that we've played that have been stuck in people's heads, been stuck in our heads. Like, The Eyes Have It, a lot of people talk about.
Yep.
Tonight, I think we might have a couple that rival that.
Yeah, nothing but toe tappers tonight. We got George coming in. You remember George from a previous episode. He knows more about the show than we do.
100%.
So he went through, and this was his idea, to go through and find all the song and dance stuff. And so he's going to cut together all song and dance clips from VCR Party.
From like over a year.
It's incredible.
Shows.
We watched a little bit of it. We didn't want to watch the whole thing, but it's just incredible, like how much he's watched.
Yeah, so George will be in here. That's why we have an empty chair here, and that'll be good. I thought we'd start off with Found Footage Festival Classic from, which DVD was Totally Tulip?
I think it was Volume 7. I'm going to go ahead and confidently say Volume 7.
Okay, Volume 7 of which you can find on as a digital download on foundfootagefest.com.
Yep.
And this is
There we go.
Tulip paint is a sweatshirt
They
paint.
know.
Okay, sorry. I guess I'm giving too much backstory here. But yeah, you know, when you could decorate your own sweatshirts, and there's a lot of ideas on how to do that in this video, but to start it off, you know, most videos start off with like a fun intro. This one starts with a 3.5-minute music video. I'm not going to play it all, but I'll play enough that you get the gist of the song.
It's like an original song. They must have hired somebody.
And this video comes from 1988. Try to find a more 1988 music video. I dare anybody. Here's the Dayglow Totally Tulip, everybody. This is how the video starts.
Feeling tulip, totally tulip. Feeling tulip, totally tulip. Doing my thing, it's plain to see. Tulip paint, let me be me.
Children behind.
Yeah.
Fast and fun, that's my style.
Hot dog.
Talking tulip,
Totally tulip.
Look at that beautiful sweatshirt that you'll wear. You'll wear that sweatshirt.
Talking tulip, totally tulip. Wow.
This is the breakdown. They break it down here. This kind of looks like something smeared, like blood smeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it looks good.
No. I mean, well, that looks pretty good.
I feel like
colors make me feel like dancing, playing in the sunlight, dancing in the moonlight, swirling, shining colors,
Colors all around me.
rainbows shining brightly, happy tulip colors,
Make me feel like dancing, playing in the sunlight, dancing in the moonlight.
swirling, shining colors all around me,
dancing in the sunlight.
It becomes a round now.
happy tulip.
All right, that's probably enough of a Totally
I
Tulip.
feel like
But
the second you put that in the dryer, it's all going to melt, isn't
well,
it?
I have a story about that. So there was a
Oh, I can't wait to hear
yeah,
this.
I'll gather around, everybody. There was a place called Art Wave in Madison. Do you remember Art
I do.
Wave?
I do
It was in
remember.
East Town Mall, and it was the kind of thing where they would give you paints for a sweatshirt or whatever, and then they would put it in the spinner, like
yeah,
an
yeah.
art spinner, and it would kind of make swirls and stuff. And you could do designs, and whatever you made thicker, that would be the swirl thing. So I loved Art Wave. I think I had a birthday party there once. And I was like a regular there. I'd walk in and they'd know me. And I spent a long time. I brought in a picture of Alf, and I made an Alf.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
they didn't have Alf T-shirts, like good ones at the time. So I made my own. I drew Alf, and then I put a circle around him, and that spun out. And I probably spent 6 hours in there making this. The next day, my mom washed it, and it all came off.
Yeah.
And my mom still has not forgiven herself for that, and I haven't forgiven her either.
She hasn't forgiven herself for it?
No, she still says, I still feel so bad about that.
That was Artwave's fault.
Yeah, I know.
Artwave should
that's
be the one losing sleep over
the fundamental flaws.
your Elf shirt getting ruined.
I
in
know. You can't wash it. So that's
Wow. So you had a traumatic childhood, is that what you're saying?
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it was
It was rough growing
It was
up?
like Frank McCourt. You know, it was yeah, it was real rough.
Okay.
But anyway, that's
You
Tulip.
survived it.
Yeah, I somehow came through all that. But totally Tulip. That song has been in my head since we found this.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. Speaking of T-shirts, Artwave, we got our T-shirts, and these aren't from Artwave,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, these are not from
Check
Artwave.
these out. Look at this. Our buddy JC did the design for them. And they're VCR Party T-shirts. We finally have them. I don't know if is it reading well on there? Is it a little overexposed?
It reads better on this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. So some
There's
of
a
the
lot
things.
there's a lot of detail on here. You
Okay.
got to take it all in.
There's a bunch of like exploding things that say audio problems and tedium and VCR tapes and friendship. And I'm wearing a shirt that says Milwaukee Baseball, and Nick has a shirt that says veganism and it has a carrot underneath
Marty's
it. so-
penis is on there.
Oh, is it
too.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Where?
If you look, there's a little extra.
Oh yeah, there
thing.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there it
Marty's
is.
penis made the cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get these on our website, Found Footage Fest.
Fashionable.
Yeah, it is fashionable.
They look nice tucked into some denim shorts.
That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe next
Yeah?
week I'll have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Father's Day on Sunday, and before we get into the musical parts, we both picked out Father's Day videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll go first because I feel like you have the better, shorter.
Mine's shorter.
Yeah, this one's a little bit longer to set up. And this is, we had this one in our collection, but I think we opened a box from a guy named Ken from Cleveland who had this as well. It's called The Expectant Father. And I didn't pop it in because it looked boring, but it was Father's Day, so I put it in.
Weird cover.
Yeah, it's very odd, but there were celebrities involved. Ed Asner, Jason Alexander, a comedian
Willie
named
Gault.
Michael Pritchard. Yeah, Willie Gault from, I don't know, the Raiders or something.
Yep.
And there's just a lot of bad fatherhood advice. The thing I want to point out is the host of this is like a parenting expert, and there's a lot of, oh, hello, I didn't see you there.
Oh yeah, those are the best.
Every single time they
Really?
cut to a new shot, it's a guy like putting away a book and then being like, oh, hi. And I think he wanted to show off that he was athletic, because he's this blonde guy. He doesn't look like an athlete, but he's constantly playing a sport and then being like talking about fatherhood. So these are
Toweling down while he's telling you about it?
yeah, basically,
Okay.
you'll see. So it gets more convoluted as it goes. So if you're a dad or if you're expecting, well, our guest from last week, Danny Tamborelli, is expecting, so he can watch this. The Expectant Father.
It's also put up by Video Treasures. That.
Oh yeah, they did the children's Easter video.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff. I'm worried about the tracking right now.
Oh wait.
Oh boy, it just shut it
the
off.
VCR just shut off. Uh-oh, I'm worried too. Hang on.
Blowing it. Okay,
All right, it all looks good.
come on.
Okay, I hope this is worth it for everybody. If not, you've got your backup.
Yeah,
right?
I got my backup.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
This video is about just how to.
What you should know about being a dad.
Hi, I'm Ed
Casual.
Asner, and I know what it means to be an expectant father. My son Charlie is just 5 years old. Oh boy, are we gardening. Oh boy.
He's elderly.
Wait a minute, I'm going to take a drink.
Oh no, we lost it again.
Oh wait. Oh no. Yep. Yeah, no. It's
Okay.
because it switched over to the DVD.
I know, but why did it?
Because it had just finished loading.
Oh,
So,
okay, all right.
yeah.
Okay, don't waste it all though I love all my children and with a passion, this child really has an edge on his half-siblings by the fact that I was there at commencement.
You don't say
Now,
that.
Connie, you're an expert. Is there really such a thing as the male pregnancy experience?
Yes.
Brand new father, Jason Alexander, still seems a trifle disoriented from the birth of his son.
Oh, hi, how you doing? Hospital. It feels like it's right and like it's healthy,
Yeah.
and we'll have to see if our kids turn out to be psycho killers.
You know, every single father that I've talked to has said the exact same thing. they were scared to death when they heard those 3 fateful words. Honey, I'm pregnant.
It has nothing to do with him working out. Look at that's him. He misses every shot.
You know, I guess
He
the
missed
time
that
when communication was stressed the greatest between my wife and I was when we started
Missed
having
that
the
one.
baby kick. But
Missed
I'll tell you
that.
something, it led to a lot of hurt
Who is he?
and
Parenting expert.
a lot of miscommunication between us. And I guess if you guys have had the same experiences, you can certainly relate.
I try calls for the ball. Yeah.
And take my word for it, your life will never be the same. I wish I had a nickel for every time somebody told me that. And of course, they were right. I can't be zooming off down here to the local pool hall to hang out with my buds anytime I dang well please these days.
You'll love this guy. Comedian.
Oh, so you caught me. Well, don't feel surprised or feel guilty if you find yourself wanting to spend time any place but at home with your wife. What happens is you get so obsessed with it all and you get really afraid. And I mean, I started, when I first found out, I was sweating like Dom DeLuise at a Jenny Craig confession seminar.
Most of us would like to plead
Confession
temporary
seminar?
insanity at this stage. Expectant fathers commonly think about what can go wrong rather than how right everything will be. Among the concerns are the coming loss of freedom, an overwhelming sense of responsibility, and oh yeah, still getting a little sex once in a while.
Sort of meant we had to start theorizing about various positions that we might try out that we hadn't maybe gotten around to before, which was kind of fun. I didn't mind that.
You know, we hear over and over
Putting away
again
a
that
book.
fathers aren't taking the time to do their child care homework before the baby's born.
In Southern California, this group of expectant fathers is trying to change all that by openly discussing their feelings and fears and sharing with new fathers tips about baby care. It's called Booty Camp.
A baby is one of the few really complicated pieces of equipment that comes without an owner's manual. You know, you get a VCR, you got 30 pages to read. You probably still can't run the VCR, that's okay.
You know how they cry? They go,
Couldn't run it.
and then you hear that one that goes, and my wife would go, get him, he's choking. And I go in there, and my wife is sitting there, you know, get him, get him. And you're afraid he's dying, and then all of a sudden you run in, and the baby's going, take me to my mother, fatso.
That's the expected father. That's everything you need to know
right, I did like that guy.
about being a dad. Yeah, I thought
It took
you'd
me a
get-
little while to come around to him. Then he did the last bit. And
Well, the
then I
line
liked
about
him.
Dom DeLuise at a Jenny Craig confession seminar.
Yeah.
That's the expectant father.
All right,
Thanks,
CVN.
Ken.
A couple weeks ago, I played CVN, this home shopping network. They were in the 80s. They were out of Minnesota. The reason I know that, well, you'll see.
Is that the latter guy?
Definitely from Minnesota. Yeah, that's the latter
The
guy.
latter
We showed
guy.
it a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. Yeah. Anyway, so this is one of their promos for Father's Day,
Great.
and they nailed it. Wait a second. Did I put the right one in? Nope.
Well,
Nope.
you know, we read the 30-page manual for the VCR, and we still didn't know how to
Yeah.
run it. So,
All right, here we go. For real this time. It is CVN's Father's Day. Is it acting goofy?
no, I think it's just taking a
Okay.
while to load.
This Father's Day, remember those special times with the perfect gift for the father who's always there.
Hot Rod Dad.
Tune in to CBN's Especially for Dad and make this Father's Day one he'll remember for years.
He's tucking around. He's wearing a tie.
Thursday,
all the
June 2nd
fathers.
through Sunday, June 5th. Smart shoppers come home to CBN, the shopping channel.
There you
Come
go.
home. All
Yeah.
right, that was sweet. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like the tucking in the little girl
While still wearing the tie.
while wearing a tie.
Yeah, don't loosen that, Dad.
Yeah.
Did you ever put models together with your dad?
I didn't. No, we didn't do
I
that.
feel like my dad tried, but the detail work with the details
I always wanted
and
to.
stuff.
It was just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it was.
The
You
glue
get
and
the glue
everything.
stuck.
Yeah.
It looked more fun than it was.
What else we got?
Oh, I just want to mention before we bring George out here that I have, for people who've been watching the show, they know that we were accepting donations to the Clown Doll Museum, a place I found while on tour. I have an exciting update about the box we sent and never heard back
Oh, really?
about.
You have an answer for it?
I have an answer. The Clown Festival in Plainview, Nebraska, which I just love the town, Plainview. Let's move there. The view's plain. But anyway, yeah, we asked people to go to the Plainview Clown Museum and check it out and get answers for us. 2 people did. 2 different people
Oh,
went.
fantastic.
So let's bring George out, shall we?
Yeah.
Here's show and tell.
Here's George. Show and tell time. Yeah. What's up, my man?
Hey!
Good to see you.
Yep.
It's George Passless is here. He's
Yep.
an editor, he's a musician in the band Overlord, and the official VCR party historian. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes, and if there was a C in historian, it would be a K.
You're right. Okay. So, well, that takes some explaining too. But point being, we didn't know you, and then you all of a sudden said, "Hey, I made an intro for you guys." This was about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And that's the intro that we start the show with.
And none of our lives have been the same since.
It really hasn't. Like it's changed everything. Should we jump into this? What do you think?
Sure.
Do you want to? Do you want to start with yours, and then we'll do ours?
I think we should start with George's.
How about we bookend? George does the first one.
Sure.
George does the last one.
Yeah.
Because you brought 2.
I will be the alpha and the omega.
Okay.
All right.
We could have probably talked this over before we did the show.
Yeah.
But
do you have yours in the VCR?
The DVD?
Yes. Okay, that's what we're gonna go with.
I think we're going to find out.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but George, you went through and watched all 52 plus episodes of VCR.
the first year.
Okay.
And I'm sure most of the viewers have as well. They might not have scrutinized them with the same care. But,
you always like throw references at me, and it takes me a second to realize what you're talking about. Like you know the references better than I do.
Well, you have to think up the ideas. I just have to accrue them.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can be as inside as we want because I don't think we've ever gotten a new viewer to the show since about week 3. So it's all the same people.
Good to see you all again.
Yeah. So let's just go to your musical montage of all of our musical moments from the year of the show.
Yep. Yes, all singing, all dancing.
Great. Here we go. Hope this works. There's some black at the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe 10 seconds as requested.
Okay.
We got a new jingle sent to us.
Nick and Joe find videos at thrift stores, and they watch them with you. I mean, let's sing.
Bill Borders.
Oh yeah.
Nice mix.
Masterful.
You're a regular Skrillex.
In more ways than one.
Get on your feet and clap your hands. Let's ram it right now with LA Ram.
I like to ram it, as you can see. Nobody likes ramming any more than me.
I learned long ago if you ram it just right, you can ram it all day and ram it all night. Can't touch a flame.
Nice.
Red hot. Can't put the fire around. Like a magic thing that can't be bought. You can't touch a flame when it's red hot, red hot, red hot.
Yeah. Nice. Wow. Into Crank It Up.
All the classics.
Shoji.
Shoji. Look at somebody's dance. Oh, so good.
Oh yeah. That's a dance. Oh. Oh. It's almost prog rocky.
I feel like watching this stuff. Oh, I forgot about this
Russian
one.
hockey video?
Only one place where fish and lizards hang out with cats and chinchillas, keep back with hamsters and dogs, parakeets, rabbits, and scorpions.
My name is Sharky.
Scorpions.
Got a pirate rap just for you.
My name is Brooklyn and I've perfected the Contents under pressure, I just might blow. Contents under pressure, I just might blow. Contents under pressure, I just might blow. I'm not ready for the wild thing.
First you stop, then you drop, then you gotta roll. Till your clothes stop burning, fire's under control.
The rapping gets worse and worse.
Oh, this is the rapping part.
Yeah.
My brother, if I'm good to him, he's good to me.
I got some money down, so I'm going to see the credit clown so I don't get declined.
You need the credit clown. Let's go see the credit clown.
To my MySpace
Oh, Red Dog.
fans, to my YouTube fans.
Hobbies, sub, shop, rap.
4 kinds of love for your money.
Whoa.
What happened?
Back.
Oh,
I can't stop doing the Arby Sub Shop rap.
Hey, hey, yo, hey, yo, yo. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, yo,
I think it's
yo.
getting better.
I'm Mark and I went to the park. It was kind of dark when I thought I saw a shark. I'm not the typical rapper
Typical.
that you'll meet. I don't live in a box, no one's are raised on the street.
I am the rap king, and I'm here to say, I rap Kemper burgers night and day, night and day. I rap them to the left, right. I rap them to the right. I wrap them up and fold them down and send them out all night.
Rap.
Ready now, casemen, swing them good. They're all made with natural wood. Double hungs promenade from Anderson, the finest made. Awnings too now up and down with PermaShield, the best around. Patio doors that sachet right. Close them all, now that's tight. The PermaShield door is priced just right at $688.
Shalom and hasta la vista, baby.
Wow, George, you
Nailed
outdid
it.
yourself.
I can't get that song out of my head. I hear
Which
Fast
one?
with Class every time.
Oh, Fast with Class?
On top of Crank It Up.
But
All
Fast with
day.
Class, the Wendy's Grill Skill Part 2, that song influenced your VCR Party Live.
It is. It's all.
Right?
It's a big. It's a snake eating its own head.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Well, yeah, so that was like, I want you to do this like every year. Because, I mean, I forgot how much music was in the show over the past, how much singing
I know.
and dancing.
I can't forget it.
Yeah, it's remarkable. I think we can only try to live up to that, but we're going to front load it this year with a bunch of other musical clips. So, do you want to go first? Or
I'll
should
go.
I?
Well, do
Yeah, I'll go
you wanna
first.
Watch? There was one other. Oh,
We're going to bookend
bookend.
with yours because you
Okay.
you have
the
another
musical.
30-second thing, right?
Right, yes.
We're going to
Sorry.
end with your thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there, yeah, okay.
Let's see.
Go
I
ahead.
have yeah. Okay, I'm only showing 2 things on this one.
Okay, maybe
so,
I'll show
all
it
right.
to you.
Have we, George? I should ask you this. Have we ever showed this one before? Have we showed It's Potty Time?
No, and I
on the
would
show?
remember.
Okay. Are you familiar with this one?
No, but I've just with my own bathroom issues. I
Yeah?
really want to watch
What
it.
are your
take
bathroom
notes.
issues?
I cannot use a public restroom.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You just used ours down there.
I looked at it.
Oh yeah. Are you
You
serious?
couldn't go?
You couldn't go?
Even number 1, you can't do
No,
it in
it's not
public?
really. It's not quite that
Okay,
bad. But
all right.
it is the next step. I just
Okay.
at some point, as you were saying this, I was seeing my employer watching this.
Oh. And being like,
Oh well.
Okay.
Your employer doesn't watch this show. I guarantee it.
Okay.
All right. So this is.
Are you sure? I work for Cum Squid.
Oh.
So we all do,
Squid
really.
definitely does.
Yeah, and so does Cum Squid Fan.
This is for kids who are learning how to use the potty.
Yep.
And this is right after she successfully used the potty.
Great.
And this is the catchiest song. This
Oh, I
one
think I
pops
know
in
what
my
this is gonna
head.
be.
Wash
Listen.
your hands, then we'll be all ready for Bobby's birthday party.
What?
She's 4. Cut her some slack.
No. Enunciate.
Yay, Lizzie!
She is a super duper pooper.
Yeah, yeah.
She can potty with the best.
One time.
No more diapers to get in her way. We are very impressed. She is a super duper pooper.
She knows when she has to go.
Take a bow, she's a big girl now. She's the best pooper we know.
Wow.
The party's about to begin. Come on, let's go.
So then they go to this party, and then like all the kids proceed to take shits.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was going to ask is what happens next?
I've
Well,
been to
they-
parties like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. That's.
George, don't you wish you could be a super duper pooper at work? Or in public, anywhere in public?
You know, because there are some people who don't have any problem in public. I mean, even like on the subway, anywhere. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Not shy.
Yeah, I had an issue. Yeah, I was in a coffee shop last weekend, and
I was
how did I know Joe was going to chime in here?
This is definitely a Patreon.
Bathroom issue? Let me chime in. Oh, it's something scatological? Excuse me, I'll take this.
Okay, just real quick. 10 a.m., that's about my dump time. And it's 10 a.m., I just had some coffee.
Regular viewers will know.
Yeah.
That's the time.
And I'm at this coffee shop, tiny coffee shop up in Door County, Wisconsin. And the bathroom is right there next to the ordering counter. No way. Not a chance. I would destroy the entire coffee shop. And there were attractive baristas there too, who like when I went in to test it out to see if I could go, and she was making coffee and she kind of like smiled at me as we went through. Not like in that she was interested in me, but in that she acknowledged that I was going into the bathroom. So she put a mental timer on.
Right.
Okay.
Right, because everyone thinks the way you do. What number is he going in there? This is going to affect my opinion about him.
Well, also unisex, I don't like that because then, like, you know.
We'll tell people your patented trick to
Which one?
convince.
I've got a couple.
Well,
an upper decker?
No,
not that trick.
But
I'm saying the one, just the
oh,
quick
okay.
one.
Oh, yeah. So after I go number 2, and I know that there's somebody outside that's going to come in and think that I did the number 2, what I will do is I'll put the seat up as if I'd just gone pee, and then they'll think, oh, it must have been the guy before he went in.
The perfect crime.
I've contemplated that as a solution.
Yeah,
Wow.
It works, yeah.
But I just can't get myself to...
And I also actually loosen your...
I'll save this for another day, but I also have a technique that can get me in and out in the same time as a pee. But I'll save it for a different show.
Save it for the scatological episode.
Patreon viewers will get to learn his secret.
We'll just have you host a solo kind of button-down show about it. That's all about your crapping technique.
Yeah.
I've got 2, and I'm going to let you guys decide. Or I could play both really quick. We've got Hi Daddy or Exercise with Daddy and Me. This one has dads in shorts, and this one has a misplaced apostrophe in the beginning.
Oh, so you're getting 2 themes with one stone here.
Yeah, I am.
Dads and
music.
What's the better song?
I'm going to go with this one for better song. Let's play
do
this
better
one.
song.
Let's do Hi Daddy. All right, we'll save this one for another day. You'll have to wait to see dads in shorts. This is Hi Daddy. The idea is they could really, kids videos that can be so lazy. This is just like, hey, here's a bunch of dads with kids and some music. This video is dedicated to our dads who will always be our hero apostrophe S, who taught us everything we need to know about grammar. Our moms. Okay, here we go.
Oh, the trademarked Hi Daddy.
Yeah. It's dads.
I think I've heard this song before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard it. It's 30 minutes of this.
Really?
Yeah.
So this was the better song.
Yes. Oh wait, I thought it was done.
The alphabet.
Who were those kids talking to?
Their dads. They're saying hi, Daddy.
Kids are pretty scary. They can be scary, can't they?
They look like misshapen
They're
adults.
terrifying.
Yeah. Drool.
Next time. Okay, that's the end of that. So let's just no! Then it kept going. All right, I think we've seen
that'd
enough.
be a great
Hi,
tedium
Daddy.
How's that one end?
I'm not going to give it away. That's for
That would have been a fantastic tedium corner.
yeah. That's Hi Daddy. All rights reserved for our hero apostrophe S, our dads.
Okay. I'm going to take a little break from song and dance.
Okay.
It's singing related.
Okay.
So Metal Method, you've seen this video before,
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah. We got a
featured this
demo.
we featured this in one of our previous shows.
Yep.
And this guy, his name is Doug Marks. He's the instructor, and he's fine. He's fine as an instructor. What's funny about this video is the editing, and I'll give you a little example. So the editor, every time Doug Marks would talk,
He's kind of an Owen Wilson character, isn't he?
he totally
Doug Marks.
is. He totally is. Yeah. whenever they switch to a new scene, they leave like a second of Doug just staring at the camera and then breathing in like he does a. So the editor should get it right after that breathe in.
Yeah.
You'll know what I'm talking about here. Here's the example of Doug Marks. The poor editing on Doug Marks' construction video.
And knowing it as an original artist played it. But I can't see any reason
Total
to copy
Owen
a
Wilson.
song unless it's copied at the master's level. Then it really becomes a lesson. When you're auditioning for a band, it will
That's
really
how the whole
impress
video
you when
is.
you
Right.
rip off
Match
That
action.
long,
A lot of dead
masterpieces.
space.
that long dead space in between there. So I went through there and I took every like half second of him just staring at the camera and breathing in.
Oh, that's good.
And I took every single one, except for maybe 6. They did it.
Okay.
Maybe there were 6 times where they didn't. They edited correctly, but this is just all.
I have a theory.
I call it
too.
the breath edits. What's the theory?
My theory is that was in-camera editing, so he didn't know. He couldn't do it. He was just pressing play and record and.
You can usually tell whenever that is, though. Like on the,
But I feel like maybe. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
This
Steve?
is very reminiscent of when George did this for our show.
Yeah, all our dead air.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
Okay, yeah, this is
Okay, Doug Marks is.
This is
awkward
called the
silence.
breath edit.
Okay.
He breathes upward.
Ooh, good one.
If there aren't a few tricks in this lesson that will impress your friends, maybe it's time you found some new friends.
Wow, I like it. The breath edit. Yeah.
And while I was editing that, like I was screwing up my own breathing.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
could
it's,
feel it.
yeah. Could you
Overthinking
feel
it?
that while
I
you
think
were
I'm
gonna pass out.
Yeah.
I felt like it was really suspenseful because you wanted the release of him actually finishing the sentence, and he never gets to say it.
Yeah, I
so
know.
That was great.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 more, but I kind of want to play this one. Well, we'll see how
You
we're
have 2
doing
more?
on time. Well, I just had my 3 that we were going to do, but we cut for time. So I'll just play one. This one I was more excited about because I just found this one today. I had all my clips all set yesterday, and then I watched some more, and I called an audible. So this is a video called Mikey the Clown, and this is going to transition into the Clown Doll update later. This is Mikey the Clown, and he sings songs for a bunch of disinterested children, and he made this music video called Skateboard Surfing. I've
Okay.
had this song in my head all
Where'd
day.
you get it? Does it not have a cover, or was it a?
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't have a
Are
cover.
you with me? Put everything on. Here we go.
Out in California where the kids are cool, they got a way to get loose when they get out of school. Skateboard surfing. Skateboard surfing. Tell your mom, tell your pa, skateboard surfing's not against the law.
You can't really skateboard. Can't at all.
He never does.
No.
Up in Mendocino, down in Monterey,
That is a horrifying
Sacramento,
looking
San
clown.
Diego, even LA. Skateboard surfing.
Mickey.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
See, but he's not really.
Skateboard surfing.
It looks a little
Tell
uneasy.
your mom,
Yeah.
tell your pa,
Neither-
skateboard surfing's not against the law.
Neither skateboarding nor surfing.
No. Watch this. Yeah! There he goes.
It looks a little uneasy.
Oh, in clown shoes.
This song's 4.5 minutes, by the way. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Yeah. We should do a montage of people playing things other than guitars, like
skillets?
spatulas.
Yeah, we have one of those coming up.
The diamond wipe.
Yep.
Very popular.
What is this video?
It's just called Mickey the Clown.
You gotta show your attitude and show your style. You gotta be yourself once in a while. Skateboard surfing.
How uneasy he is.
Skateboard surfing.
I bet he fell at least once.
Tell your pa, skateboard surfing's not against the law.
I wonder how the 15th verse is going to go.
There's one point where he's. Let me fast forward a little bit, because I'm not going to play this whole song. I would love to, believe me.
I was ready to watch the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
This is a
fully
tedium
prepared.
corner.
Yeah.
But there's long instrumental parts where he's just doing stuff like that. Watch this. He can't even. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he'll dance around. But he talks about safety here, and try to read the. Are you good at reading body language?
I like to think so.
Okay, read her body language.
Wear a helmet. Cover your nose.
Abducted.
Cover your toes. Knee pads and elbows. We want you around for a long time. Have fun. Remember.
I think that kid's dead.
Yes.
Skateboard surfing's not against the law.
I can't
Like,
breathe.
she's like Weekend at Bernie's right
Yeah,
now.
she is.
It's
No,
like-
Mickey, no.
It's like when I make my cat play the guitar.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it's like. So I make Marty wave at the end of these episodes. All right, skateboard surfing. It's not against the law.
But it should be.
4.5 minutes.
So, but wait, he wanted to. What should be? Good one.
Yeah.
But so it was just so kids would watch that and they would have fun watching it.
Yeah, and every song on there that Mickey does, there's a bunch to choose from, and they were all over 4 minutes. Like, what kid has that attention span? I barely have that attention span.
Yeah.
Do you have one more?
Well, I do, but I want to close the show out with it.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
mean,
let's
I could
do
play it.
George's. Let's do George's other video. But you know what? I don't know if this will. Maybe Resume was on your DVD. So do you want to set this up and I'll?
Okay, so one of the great. Well, look, all VCR Party Live fans are great, and one of the great ones is in a continent called Australia.
Oh, I know
We're
what
talking
you're
about
talking
Reese.
We are talking about Reese,
Yes.
and you've shown some magnificent jingles, and then Reese has done his renditions.
And they're passionate too.
Right.
They're-
Well, we
they're
got
soulful.
obsessed with local commercial jingles, and then Reese from Australia would send us Twitter of him singing these very well done.
It's sincerely, and
Yeah.
but he does them a cappella. So what I thought I'd do is I'd try to align them to the original commercials for what we all want, which is the master mix, as though Reese was in those recording studios in 1988 doing
can't
these
wait to
songs.
So this is Reese singing along with the commercials. We
I
see.
sure hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
But we'll know in a moment.
Skate,
And how well did it sync up?
There was only one that I had to like.
Midwest Hemorrhoid Treatment Center. Don't suffer in silence. Harkness Insurance. Helping you is what we do best. Adding service to insurance. Harkness.
I feel like watching Harkness.
Dr. Tammy Bailey Dentistry. Making every smile count. Raise to a higher standard. Bring your mountain farms chicken. Raise to a higher standard.
Wow.
man.
Nice job, and
Yeah.
nice job, Reese too. That was
Wow.
pretty dead on. I mean, it's hard for people to get meter without a metronome. He just, yeah.
Well, I think he has an earpiece in a few of them, so I think he was singing
Oh,
along.
singing-
But there
That's
was
what I always thought he
Yes.
was
the
doing.
very
too.
first
Yeah.
one, Dr. Tammy Bailey Dentistry.
Yeah.
You
Making
can't
every smile
you
count.
can't just say part of her name.
Right.
I think he was doing it without the earpiece, so I had to like do syllable by syllable, stretching it out. But it
Wow.
was worth it.
Wow.
Thank you, Reese.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks, Reese. And we got to play more. Maybe you could sing along with skateboard surfing, or I mean, I don't know. I don't want to tell him how to do his job, but
We have to ask Reese to do more
Totally
things.
Tulip,
Yeah.
yeah.
We haven't asked Reese to do stuff. Yeah, Reese, would you sing some sort of... Yeah, Totally Tulip?
Sure.
A Totally Tulip would be a great
I would love
one.
to hear him sing.
Yeah.
that. All right, Reese, get on it, please. We sent him a bunion surgery for free for doing those
Exactly.
jingles. So
And it costs like
it was
$70
like-
to send to
it was like
Australia.
$25.
So you owe us Totally
Yeah.
Tulip, Reese. All right.
So
What
should we
else we got?
close
Oh.
out show and tell?
Yeah, we'll close. Yeah, let's
All right,
close
let's
it out.
close out special guest show and tell. That's it.
Oh, you're still here.
Oh,
Why are you still here?
well, I have an update.
Really?
An important update.
Okay.
That's
Do tell.
that would be of great interest to VCR Party fans, admirers, and I guess that covers it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, why don't you show a tape that you've shown before?
Okay.
This
well,
was
we already saw it once tonight. The Grill Skill 2, Fast with Class. It's a Wendy's training video for how to flip burgers. And
we had a debate over which was better, Grill Skill 1 and 2. And this
on election day of last year.
On election day, this is Grill Skill 2.
Yep.
Fast with Class.
Yeah, so this is...
Listen to me, because I'm the queen of sandwich making, and I'll always be. Now the Duke here is the baddest when it comes to the grill, but sandwich making's cooler, you get my drift, Bill. There's one thing to remember while in front of the line, you are the star, and Billy, you're gonna shine.
There's a star.
Yeah, he's dressed as a star. Billy is.
Fast with Class, that's the name of the game. Fast with Class, make them glad
VCR Party Live.
Oh, you're right. Yes, Fast with Class.
Some magnificent bass and drum work during that part of the song. So,
yeah.
So, initially when I had played that, I had looked her up to try and find out. I wanted to know more, and I had looked. It was like she lived
Sister
in
Sam is the character.
Sister Sam, yeah. She lived in Cincinnati, and she was a guidance counselor. And I was like, I'm not going to reach out to some poor guidance counselor. And
right, that was for me to do.
Yeah, exactly. But that wasn't her then, right?
Well, so we met in Philadelphia in like maybe January, February.
You and
no, you.
Oh, I thought you
we
were
did.
Sister Sam.
No.
Okay.
And I said, guys, I did some research. I saw the name, and I think she moved to Florida. I think she actually passed away earlier this year. And we just missed her, and I was, and then like a few weeks ago, I thought, there's no way that can be true, and it was not true. It turns out, let's see, I looked up the name at the end of Girl Skill 2 Fast with Class, which is really just called Fast with Class.
Yeah.
Saw the name, looked it up. Let's see, I found that, Sister Sam, prior to being in Fast with Class, had been a pageant contestant, had won Miss Greater Cincinnati, Greater
Columbus,
Cleveland or Columbus.
Okay.
And then competed in Miss Ohio.
So she was not the Cincinnati guidance counselor.
Nor the lady who passed away.
You know, those two people could be the same, but
Oh,
that was
they-
neither. I don't think either of them.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyhow, so and before that, she had been in a band called Diamond. That was in.
You sent me the link to that, and that song is actually really cool.
She's a great singer. She has sort of like a kind of like a Blondie sound a little bit, but she's a strong singer, a good singer, and so from that, I did the kind of creepy thing of looking for friends and relatives based on similar names, and the internet is a terrifying place.
Yeah. For creeps especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
For creeps like you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I found, even though she changed her name, I was able to find that she was a country artist and that she had put out an album. And man, it just sounds really weird when you say it out loud.
But this all stems from the place that you loved that song. We loved the song in the video.
Well, it was because Joe said the magic words, "I wonder where she is now." And I took that as a challenge. And, you know, after the Melinda thing, looking her up, I felt it was my obligation.
Yeah.
And she mentioned in an article in Tulsa Weekly, I think, in 1994, that she had worked for Wendy's.
You connected the dots.
Yeah, so
right.
through friends and relatives, what do I find? I find her on Facebook today, and I send her a message, no reply. And why would anybody reply to an insane message from me?
Right.
And then I did a little more searching. And then after finding the VIN number on her car, I was able to find...
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I was able to
No
find...
way.
Whoa.
I was able to find her cell phone number, so I left a message.
You're kidding me.
Oh, my God.
And then while I'm leaving the message, I realized, like, I'm not like officially associated with VCR Party. I mean, not like in a legal sense. So I'm
now.
I'm expecting...
You look up the VIN number, welcome aboard.
Well, I wasn't trying to find
are
the
waiting
VIN number.
outside.
Anyhow, I left a message.
Is she watching this, by the way?
She is watching this
Really?
tonight. Yes.
Yes.
And
Does she know that you looked up her VIN number and everything?
No,
Hope you're
that's
enjoying
new
your
information.
2017 Malibu. Okay, get to the. What's the reveal here?
The reveal is that she left me a voicemail, and I've since talked to her several times. She couldn't be nicer.
Oh, that's
And
great.
at some point in the future, she is going to be interviewed by one or both of you.
Oh, we'd love to.
About the big reveal is that you guys had Grill Skill 1 versus Grill Skill 2. She wrote the music for both of them. So really, she was
We were fighting over nothing.
She was competing against herself.
Wow.
And she
So wait,
won.
It was an uncontested election, basically.
She wrote the raps for the first one?
I believe so. She did the costuming. She
performed? She did the
performed.
costuming?
She may have made that star costume for Billy.
She said, yeah. She said,
wow.
She was a great person.
So she was the mastermind behind those training videos.
And she was amazed that people cared.
So she wasn't just like an actress, just a performer. That's what I always assumed.
Well, she worked for Wendy's and was apparently friends with Dave Thomas. And
they're based in Columbus.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, are they?
I got to get my photo taken at the original Wendy's with the Dave Thomas statue.
Oh, that's
so,
right. I'll never forget that.
I think everybody remembers where they were when I showed that on VCR Party.
And we've communicated. So we're going to show some.
You put together a little
a little bunch of clips.
Is it on the DVD?
It is.
Oh, okay. Let me switch over to that. All right, let's watch the clips from Sister Sam here.
So we're going.
I'm a little bit nervous right now. Why am I nervous?
I hope she likes
it.
us.
It was the VIN number thing. It creeped us all out. Now I'm creeped out.
All right, is there audio here?
There will be. Okay. But so she was in pageants.
Wow.
She's a lovely woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And a very talented person.
Yes.
That's her band was on that album.
There's a YouTube video of her band.
Right. So here's the article I found that said that she was the sandwich queen. There's her CD she released.
Wow.
So I called her, and this is the voicemail she left me.
Hi, George. This is Sister Sam calling you back, the Sandwich Queen. I did watch your VCR Party Live. It's very interesting. I don't know how on earth you ever found me. Just give me a call and we could touch base.
So you want to know? Here's Sister Sam today.
Interesting is a diplomatic way.
She just sent me. That's her yesterday while on vacation.
Enjoying a margarita.
Yes.
Oh man,
so you're
she looks
friends
great.
with her now.
I hope we're pals.
You guys text each other?
Sure. I mean, we have, yeah. And you guys are gonna interview her. We're gonna learn so much.
Wow.
Wait, we got to set
This
up.
is huge.
And I'm going to track down everyone who's in every video in the entire library.
I wonder if she has access to some of the original outfits, the wardrobes and everything.
She said she wears the star costume most days. So
I'm sure it's in Planet Hollywood by now.
Oh, I'm
We'd
sure,
love
yeah.
to take a look at that.
But,
Is that it? That's the.
That's
wow,
that. So,
incredible. George, nice work. This is above and beyond.
It is well beyond.
Yeah.
It is far.
I think Emily Davis in the on the chat said it best. In spite of all the creepy stuff, that's a pretty cool reveal.
It is. In spite of that.
The ends justified the means.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And I hope that
if you had done all that and you're like, I wasn't able to find her, even though I did find her VIN number and everything.
Yeah.
But you found her. It doesn't matter.
Here's a shot I took through her window last night. That would be a creepier reveal.
Well, I have. Speaking of which, I have Emily's social security number.
Great.
And
all right.
That's for Patreon.
Track her down next
Patreon
year.
subscribers.
All right. Well, I have another reveal, and this is for about the clown dolls. So the thing is, we've been soliciting these clown dolls.
Oh, we're still talking about that?
Yes. This might be the final update though, because it's huge. This is big.
We have an answer though.
We have an answer.
They were just shipped off, and then we had no idea.
We sent a
Nobody's
box, media mail, as you recall. I had a big box that said clown dolls, and to the Clown Doll Museum, and they asked me what's inside, and I said DVDs.
Yep.
Because I wanted to get the cheaper price. And you never know with media mail. Sent it up 2 months ago, and so I found out on Friday that my dad, he said, I'm in a car on my way to Plainview.
Your dad's
my
going?
My dad. And I was like, Dad, you don't really have to do this. It's fine. We could find out through other...
From Wisconsin he's driving.
It's a 7-hour drive. He's recently retired, and I think he doesn't have anything better to do. Even I think he was supposed to take my sister's kids to a movie, and he had to call and say, I'm not doing it. I'm going to the Clown Doll Museum. So this was a fun road trip for him. He went solo to the Clown Doll Museum, and he got there at 7 at night and called the number and had some lady come in and show him the museum. And he said, my son and his friend, they do the show VCR Party. They sent you a box. Do you remember getting that? And the lady's like, I get all the boxes, and I don't remember getting that one. And so she's like, I can check with my local postman, but they're not going to be in Saturday. I'm going to have to do it Monday. I'll ask around. So the next day he goes, this is Saturday now. This is day 2 of at the Clown Festival.
I'm trying to think who's more insane, George or your dad?
Well, I don't know.
It's up for debate.
Yeah.
All right.
So he goes there and he's talking to them and they're trying to find whether they ever received this box. It's not like it's a staff of hundreds. Like there's 3 people who work. And so he's going to, they had an Oompa Pop clown band play. He goes to see that. They're not dressed as clowns. And then he finally goes in Sunday morning, day 3 of the Clown Festival. And this woman, Corinne, shows him into the museum and says, we found the box. And he interviewed her, and we got some dish on
great.
What happened.
Before I open, I want to say so much thank you for VKR. It's fun that you use the K for for the Clown Festival, because we do too. But we thought this was somebody sending us some kind of pamphlets. So the Melindas are to give great thanks to, and I'm very excited to open up this box and see what's actually in it. Has been in my house since I picked it up at the post office, thinking it was some kind of pamphlet that I'd look at later.
Pamphlets?
So here we are. Oh, good. Yes.
Did you include the pamphlets?
Yes. And here's Nick, Joe, and the Melindas at VKR party. Now this little fellow is we don't have anybody like this, so this is very good. Very good. Yay. They will be put on a shelf, and we will note who they're from. We're going to have an addition, and that's why a lot of them are left in the box, because we don't have any place to put them. We are full to capacity.
When I came here, I thought I would be a whole town full of clowns. So what happened to the clowns, Corinne, for Clown Days at Plainview?
We used to have lots of clowns. We had a contest and gave out prizes for the best costume or the most unusual. And then we have some people that are afraid or do not like clowns.
No.
And so over the years, there's been less and less. And of course, some of our older ones that were always diehards for the clowns have passed away, and the new ones have not taken up the slack. So hopefully we'll find some in the parade this afternoon.
So why K for clown instead of C?
Because they were being silly. Just because they were being silly.
Good
It
explanation.
used to be the Clown Carnival. How was that? It used to be 3 Ks. So then we got in a lot of trouble with the KKK. So we had to change the clown. We used to have the carnival as a K, but we had to change it to an F because people did not like KKK either.
So I want to thank my dad, and then I also want to thank Megan from Omaha, and her husband Larry drove up to go see this on Sunday because they wanted to see for themselves too. So this is Megan going to the Clown Doll Museum. They drove up, and she also, first thing she said was that she signed in. You can see she signed in. Friends of VCR Party.
Misspelled VCR.
It should be VKR, but that's fine.
Right.
And then they said they have VHS on display. They have some clown VHS tapes on display.
Wow.
Here, she said the first thing when they came in, they saw the box. It had not been moved from when my dad was there making them open it.
It's probably there right now as we speak.
Well, apparently they bought land, but it's going to be years before they build a building on it for the expansion. And then they went to the clown parade. And again, they hadn't seen one clown, in like a real clown, the whole parade.
Who's paying for all this? Like, who's paying for the land and who's like admission?
It's all. I mean, it's
big clown.
Big clown?
Yeah.
There's not much downtown. I'll say that. There's plenty of room.
No, I know. Okay, but yeah, land must just be cheap.
Well,
or
the
something.
view is plain, and yeah, there's not much there. So anyway, they watched this whole parade, and these guys from the VFW are announcing it. They're pretty funny announcers. They announce it over the PA. They're like, "Where the hell are the clowns?" And because, like Corinne said, most people are scared of them. Finally, at the very end of the parade, I'll just show you. They sent me.
He tries to call himself Awesome. We know who he is.
We'll have Awesome. It seems like he is the last one of the parade.
That's a clown?
It is a clown. I'll zoom in and show you. They sent me a photo where you can see it a little better. Okay. You can see the parade's packed. There's Awesome for Pete. Horrifying. So That is the Clowndell Museum update. Thank you to Crane.
We can
Thanks
close
to
the
my
book
dad
on
for
that.
fathers, until the expansion gets built, and then we can go see our shelf there.
Wow.
Thank you to all the Melindas, as Corrine said. It's no longer the KKK festival; it's the Clown Festival. And I want to go. It looked like a lot of fun. There's a
it looked like a blast.
Yeah, there's a. I should have shown you the Oompa Pa band of. They could have used some rehearsal, but everybody was very nice. My dad and Megan and Larry, her husband, said they all had a blast going up there. Everyone
Did they
was super
hang out
friendly.
together?
They didn't overlap. My dad
Okay.
left Sunday morning. They got there Sunday
Okay, it's like a
afternoon.
big like weekend,
We'll
kind of
have
like
to
a
coordinate
Bonnaroo.
next time.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a Bonnaroo
It's
thing.
exactly
This
like
is
Bonnaroo. There's no difference. All right, that's it for the
We got
Clowndell
Steve.
Museum. What
The
do you
amount
got?
of twists and turns in this episode, guys.
It's action-packed. I told people.
And you were following up George's story, and I was
Yeah.
like, this Clown Museum story is not gonna hold like, compared to what George had done.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
And you're going to announce our shelf drive to send shelves to the.
That's
to
what
the
we gotta do. We
they,
gotta build that.
They
Yeah.
are trying to raise money, so yeah, maybe we'll do a
I
fundraiser.
bet when they saw like a box full of clowns, they're like, oh fuck. Don't you think
That's
Kren was like?
They said they have like 30 boxes
Yeah.
just sitting in people's
It's like,
houses.
oh, fucking A, another box.
Yeah, well, we were upset too, and people kept sending them in after we had done doing our drive.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can only imagine the Clowndell Museum. You had something right for the end.
Well, I wanted to end with a little song and dance. This is a classic, and I had to get tape out so I could censor the cover here so that YouTube doesn't get mad at us. This comes from a British porno. Vision X. This is gonna close us out here. There's a lot going on this cover here, and the best part is up in the top left corner. It says, "As seen on TV news," right there. So this porno, as seen on TV news.
Right. I want to know what news station was showing Vision X.
Yeah. So it has, on the back, it's just like all the different types of pornos that they have. But it kicks off with a music video that the song is actually pretty cool. It's
remember
actually a
this.
pretty cool
We
song.
played this before.
It touts itself as being the first nude pop video of all time. So I had to go through, I had to censor
everything?
Yeah, I just put a black box over it. But
Before we air this, I just want to mention that next week is a special game show episode.
Oh, yeah.
George is going to be the game show host, and for VCR Party Diehards, you're going to be what? What can you tease a little bit of what this is going to be?
The show is called VCR Smarty. It's going to be the ultimate competition between Joe and Nick to see who really knows the stockpile here.
because you have an encyclopedic mind for this stuff.
I trained for years trying to watch shows and see what each host knew about the show.
Yes.
I
can't
back to the
wait
80s.
for this.
So we're actually going to be competing. It's not going to be a regular episode. You're just going to do a for real game show next week with us, and they can play along at home, I guess.
I hope so.
Okay, great.
Oh, I can't wait. You got a sample question?
I do. I'm going to give you just real quick.
Look at your note cards. You're so professional.
This is like a real game show host.
So one I took out was in which 1997 Oliver Stone film did Nick Nolte work with Dr. Chris Renna, husband of Melinda?
Natural Born Killers.
Isn't
that it?
I'm going to say some really dull-sounding movie like The Doctor's Apprentice.
Well, it wasn't Natural Born Killers. It was the movie U-Turn.
Oh, yes. Right.
That's right.
So I thought that one was too difficult because you'd never actually watched U-Turn.
That was like trivia that you gave us.
Yes.
Right, okay.
And then the one that was too easy was what was the greatest estimate ever given for the number of tapes here, and who gave it in the history of the show?
What the biggest number?
I think Joe said 10 million.
I think I said
That's
10 million.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
See, that was too easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But you'll have a nice mix of like easy and hard and.
Right, those are the
fun.
confines, and there are
Yeah.
a few special guests who asked some questions.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm excited for next week. Tune in.
Sister Sam?
I guess you'll have to watch.
Whoa. This is going to be good.
Nice teaser.
It's going to be a ratings
All right,
juggernaut.
here's the British porno music video. That's all. That's it.
We'll be right back right after that.
return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.